and get started. Okay, I'm Kelly Smith, Emerald Ambassador, and tonight is night 3 of Newbie Bootcamp, and we are going to be going over the compensation plan. Just like last night, I'm going off the success guide that you get when you sign up. It's the Learn as You Earn. This is your guide to the compensation plan. So if you don't have this, when it's available in the back office, which it should be very soon, you need to order the success kit because it's very, very useful. It has the product cards in it. It's got the compensation guide. It's got a get started folder. It has all sorts of really good stuff. So it's important to know how we get paid in this business, because if you went into a job interview in the corporate world and you were talking to, being interviewed and asking questions, and you asked them how you got paid, and they were like, yeah, I don't really know, but we'll figure it out later. You would probably not want to take that job because you want to be able to know how you're paid, right? So knowing the compensation plan is very important. You don't have to fully understand everything tonight because you're going to read over this compensation plan numerous times and things are going to click for you and you're going to say, oh yeah, that's the business building bonus. Or that's right, those are those pay points she was talking about. So it's a lot of information. We get paid 11 different ways in Plexus. So that's a lot of different ways to get paid. Our company gives us a very generous compensation plan. So we're very lucky in that way. Plexus does things differently. They do things how network marketing should be done. So it's not just the top few people that are making money. Everybody has the exact same opportunity to make as much money as they want to, pretty much. So as soon as you start in Plexus, you have the exact same ability that I do right now as an Emerald. If you work your hiney off and you're pushing these sales and you're pushing to people to join your team and to grow your organization, you have the same opportunity to be a jewel that I do. So that's really an awesome thing with Plexus. And that makes us a little bit different. I'm going to be going off of this guide. So some of you may not have this, but if you do, this came in your success guide and you have it, grab it really quick so you guys can kind of follow along and look at it because it is a great learning tool. In this little booklet, it says what makes us different. Plexus Worldwide's compensation plan is unique in the network marketing industry, and we know that that is true. In fact, the earning opportunity is so diversified that Plexus ambassadors enjoy 11 different ways to earn money. I don't know about you, but 11 ways to earn money is pretty fantastic. There's not just one way in Plexus to earn money. So it's not like you only have to sell the products to make money. That's not the only way that you can make money. It's not just by having people join your team. It's not the only thing that can make money for you. So it's a really awesome opportunity. Our compensation plan not only provides unlimited earning potential, which is incredible, but it also supports the company's culture of teamwork. And teamwork is a really, we're very, excuse me, Alec and Tarl are pro family. They love the one Plexus, right? So, excuse me, I'm like choking myself. They want all of us to make money. They don't just want a few of us to make money. They want to give us all the opportunity to make money. My daughters all have laryngitis, and guess what? Now I'm getting it. Bear with me. I'm going to have a scratchy voice. Every month in Plexus, 50%, okay? 50% of the company's commissionable volume is paid out to ambassadors. So 50% of what Plexus brings in, they give back to their ambassadors. That's incredible to me. That's very, very generous, okay? So I want you guys to know that. 50% goes to pay us. That's pretty awesome. Let's see, qualifying to earn. We kind of talked about this on the first night. When we say qualifying, how do you become a qualified ambassador? What qualifies you to earn a paycheck? And what qualifies you to earn a paycheck is, number one, your annual membership must be current. So that $34.95 that you pay to join, that is paid once a year. So you want to make sure that that is paid and current. Okay, the second is you must have a qualified backup order in place. And we talked about the backup order, right? The backup order is $100 minimum of the products that you chose when you joined. That was that backup order, that auto qualification. You have to have that set to be qualified to earn a paycheck. And third, you must have at least 100 PV. And remember, we said PV is personal volume, okay, each month, excluding the welcome pack. So a lot of times people are confused by that. When you first join, they give you the opportunity to buy a welcome pack, right? Either $99 or $199. That welcome pack is not considered PV, okay? So really what that means is you're not qualified to give your sponsor points, okay? So you won't have to qualify with the 100 PV until after your first 30 days because you've qualified with the welcome pack. Weekly and monthly payments. It's great that our opportunity can pay us every single Friday and once a month on the 15th. So it's exciting that we have the opportunity to not only make a once a month paycheck, but we do have the opportunity to get paid each and every week in Plexus. Plexus ambassadors are paid both weekly and monthly depending on the type of income producing activity. Weekly commissions are paid for business building bonus. You're going to see BBB a lot in your back office under your commissionable reports, okay? BBB stands for business building bonus. Those are paid the following week that you sign a new ambassador. So if you sign a new ambassador on Wednesday, you're going to get paid the following Friday for that welcome pack, okay? We kind of talked about that. 4 uplines get a part of that BBB. So as soon as you sign someone to your team, as soon as they join you and they buy a welcome pack, you get paid and the 3 sponsors above you get paid, okay? So those are paid the following Friday that they join your team. Quick pay is a retail rewards commission paid early when you purchase an ambassador product pack, including the retailer's pack, the Lucky 7, Boost Lucky 7, High Roller, and Boost High Roller. You'll see those in your back office. Those are big, kind of like quantity packs of products that ambassadors can buy like in bulk if they want to. Let's say you guys are going to do a big event and you want to have product on hand because there's going to be a lot of people there that might want to pay cash. So you would go in the back office and you would buy a big one of the High Roller packs. Okay, you're going to get paid for those separately. Okay, that's not going to be on your regular normal paycheck. That's going to be separate. Let's see. We went through the backup. So you have to have your annual membership paid. You have to have your backup order, and you have to have your 100 PV. So that's your commissionable part of being a paid ambassador. When you go through the ranks in Plexus, you get paid from silver to senior ruby. You get a one-time achievement bonus. So a lot of you know that we keep talking about going silver. Silver is your first big rank advancement, and you get a $100 bonus, okay? So you're going to get that cash bonus every time you rank up until you get to senior ruby. After senior ruby, then it's a little different, and we'll go into that in a minute. We have, in the back office, you can see your rank in the ranks column, and you start as an associate, okay? An associate is not a qualified ambassador. Associates are those whose annual membership is current, but who do not have a backup order in place, okay? So if you don't have a backup order, you're not an active ambassador. You're an associate, okay? So sometimes people will join and they don't have a backup order set, and so they're like, oh, it doesn't say I'm an ambassador. And that's why you have to have an active backup order in place to be an ambassador. An associate can upgrade to a qualified ambassador by putting a qualified backup order of 100 PV or more in their back office, okay? A qualified ambassador, when your annual membership is current, your qualified backup order is in place, and you have PV, as a qualified ambassador, you are able to buy products at wholesale, sponsor new associates and ambassadors, and sign preferred and retail customers, which is obviously what we do. We sign ambassadors and we sign customers, okay? A senior ambassador, and you're going to see that in your back office, a senior ambassador is when you personally sponsor and maintain 2 qualified ambassadors. So as soon as you have 2 people on your team, you're called a senior ambassador. All right. And then obviously silver is when you personally sponsor 3 qualified ambassadors. As a silver ambassador, you're going to earn pay points on your levels 1 through 5, okay? You will also receive a one-time achievement bonus of the $100. So as soon as you get 3 people, you're going to get your first bonus of $100. And that's why we talk about that, and that's why it's so important for duplication, because you want to find those 3. That's when your team is going to start duplicating and growing, and you're going to get a bigger paycheck, and that's what we all want, right? As a gold ambassador, people say, okay, what do I need to do next? How do I get to my next rank advancement? I've got 3 people. Now what do I need to go gold? Okay, gold ambassador. When you personally sponsor and maintain 3, so you have to have at least 3 qualified level 1 ambassadors and have a minimum of 100 points in your first 5 levels, with 15 of those points coming from your outside primary leg. Remember when I talked to you about primary leg yesterday or the day before? Your primary leg is going to be your biggest leg or with the most points, and your outside legs are all the other legs. So it doesn't have to be just one outside leg. You can get that 15 points from 3 people. Doesn't really matter who you get it from, just can't be in your primary leg. So like if Misty is my primary leg, all my 100 points can't come from Misty. I have to have 15 from someone else. So Kara has to give me 5, Jen has to give me 5, and A has to give me 5. Okay, does that make sense, y'all? Do you see the difference? So Misty can't give me all my 100 points for me to go gold. I have to have an outside team as well. That's important to know. That's why we want to continually add level 1s. You never want to just sign, a few level 1s. You always want to go as wide as possible. You're never going to stop signing level 1s. I'm an Emerald Ambassador, and I have, I think now technically 63 level 1s, 35-ish are ones that I've signed personally. The other ones have rolled up to me by compression, but I still add level 1s. I want 100 level 1s. That's my goal. So you're always going to continue to sign level 1s. So when you hit gold, you'll have 100 points, and you will have 15 of those from your outside of your primary. And when you achieve gold, you're going to get a $250 cash bonus. So that's pretty awesome. You can do that if you can do that in your first 30 days, both of those bonuses are doubled. So if you can hit gold and have 100 points in your first 5 legs or first 5 levels, you're going to double your bonus for silver. So it's going to be 200, and you're going to double your bonus for gold, which would be 500. So that's a $700 bonus if you can go gold in your first 30 days. It sounds like a lot, but y'all, that's 20 people. So it's definitely doable, but you have to hustle. You have to get out there and start talking to people and really marketing the products and the business opportunity. I have had people go double ranked on my team. Fast start to gold. I had one fast start to senior gold. So it can be done. Senior gold will be the next rank. And senior gold is, and a lot of people, I'm telling you this step by step because a lot of people don't know that you have to have a certain amount of ambassadors to be able to rank up. So that's what I want you guys to listen. If you have to write it down, write it down. But senior gold, you have to sponsor a minimum of 3 qualified ambassadors. So you have to have 3 level 1s, okay? And you have to have 250 points in your first 5 levels. And 40 of those points have to be in your outside of your primary. So a total of 250 points, but 40 of those points can't be from the same person, okay? So then you will achieve the rank of senior gold. And senior gold is a $350 bonus, okay? And you get paid, once you hit senior gold, you add another level deep that you get paid on. Now you get paid down 6 levels. So as a gold, you only get paid on 5 levels deep, but as a senior gold, you get paid on 6 levels deep, okay? Next after senior gold would be ruby. And I have several of my girls pushing for ruby this month, so I'm really excited for them. Going ruby, you have to have 4 level 1s at least. You have to have a minimum of 4 qualified ambassadors, and you have to have 500 points, okay, in your first 6 levels. And out of those 500, 100 points have to be outside of your primary. So just like I said, if Jen is pushing for ruby this month, she has to have overall points of 500. But if Jennifer Cummings is her strongest leg. Jennifer can't give her all 500 points. Okay, she has to have 100 points from Kim and all her other people. Does that make sense? You guys still following me with that? So you have to have those outside leg points. And as a Ruby ambassador, you're going to get paid on 6 levels deep. Okay, and you're going to get an achievement bonus, one-time achievement bonus of $500. So that's a really exciting rank advancement. And next is Senior Ruby. Okay, Senior Ruby, we have Odie, who's one of my Senior Rubies, and she is pushing for Emerald this month. So at a Senior Ruby, you have to personally sponsor 5. So you have to have 5 personal level 1s. Okay, they all have to be active and working. You have to have a minimum of 5, and you have to have 750 points in your first 6 levels. And 150 of those points have to be on your outside. Okay, so they can't be all from one person. And as a Senior Ruby, you're going to get paid 7 levels deep. So you've added another level that you're going to get paid pay points on every month. And that one-time rank advancement is $750 just for going to Senior Ruby. So that's pretty amazing. So basically, you're going to get paid for business building bonuses, which is every time you sponsor someone to your team and they buy a welcome pack, right? Anytime your levels 2s, 3s, and 4s buy welcome packs, you're going to get paid on them, okay? So every time someone in your organization buys a welcome pack, remember the top 4 people above you are going to get paid. That's business building bonuses. And those are paid the following Friday that they get signed. You're also going to get paid, obviously, on your commissions for your sales, and you're going to get paid rank advancements when you rank advance, cash rank advancements, and then obviously you're going to get your preferred bonuses when you have preferred customers. Remember, we talked about retail customers, and preferred customers are auto shipped, so you're going to have bonuses on those. And then once you get to where I am, and I know a lot of you are, dreaming of the day, you can say, I'm a jewel. I've found my way up the ranks, and I am a Plexus jewel. It's a little bit different. We don't get a one-time cash bonus. What happens is, for Emerald, you have to have a minimum of 6 level 1s active, qualifying level 1s. You have to have 1,500 pay points in your first 7 levels, and 375 of those points have to be outside of your primary. So 1,500 points overall, 375 outside of your primary, and you get paid on 7 levels deep. Once you hit that, you get a piece of the pool, okay, the Plexus Emerald pool. And the Emerald pool is 3%, okay, 3% of the company, the 50% of the ambassador part of our commissions goes into a pool for the Emeralds. So the Emeralds get to split 3% of that. We get that every single month, okay? Every month, not a one-time bonus. It's every single month when you hit Emerald. As long as you're holding rank, which means you have your 1,500 points and you have your 375 out of your primary, you're going to get the Emerald Pool bonus. And I'll tell you that the Emerald Pool bonus is almost $2,000. So every single month, on top of my business building bonuses, on top of my commissions, on top of my pay points, I get an Emerald bonus of almost $2,000 just for being a Plexus Emerald. And you get that every single month. That's incredible. That's so generous, right? When you hit Sapphire, Sapphire would be your next rank as a jewel. Sapphire, you have to have 6 qualified level 1 ambassadors. You have to have 3,000 points total in your first 7 levels, so 3,000 overall points, and 750 of those points have to be in your outside. And the same exact thing happens in the pool. You're going to get into the Sapphire pool, and that Sapphire pool is 1% of our 50% of commissionable income. So not only do I still get my Emerald pool bonus, I'm going to get a Sapphire pool bonus on top of that. So they never take away your Emerald bonus. Even when you're ranked to Sapphire, you get to have that Emerald bonus, and now you get to have the Sapphire bonus. Pretty awesome. The Sapphire bonus right now I think is right around the same, like maybe a little bit more than $2,000 a month. So you're basically getting $4,000 at Emerald and Sapphire on top of all your other money, okay? Crazy, right? Diamond. Diamond is the highest level in the company. Once you reach diamond, you have to have 7. You cannot have under 7 level 1s. They all have to be active and qualifying level 1s, minimum of 7, okay? And you have to have a total points of 4,500. 4,500 total points in your first 7 levels. And you have to have 1,125 in your outside, okay? And you are going to get another 1% of the diamond pool. So as a diamond, you get the 3% emerald pool, the 1% sapphire pool, and the 1% diamond pool on top of all of your paychecks. So y'all, this is such a generous compensation plan. It's crazy. You hold all those pool bonuses as long as you hold rank. So in Plexus, the great thing about it is that you never lose rank. So let's say if I was an emerald and I lost a bunch of points and I wasn't hitting my 1,500 points, I don't lose my rank. I will always be an emerald, but I would lose my pool bonus if I wasn't qualifying with my points. So if you don't hold your 1,500 points total or your 375 in your outside, you don't lose rank. You don't go back down to a senior ruby, but you do lose your emerald pool bonus. You only get paid on the levels that are qualified. Does that make sense? Same for sapphire. If those sapphires aren't holding rank, they fall down to emerald pay, but they don't take their rank away. They're still sapphire ambassadors. Same with diamond. If diamonds don't have 4,500 points, they don't get the diamond pool. So as long as you're qualifying with the number of points, you have your outside points, then you will always get all three pools as a diamond. So I think that is fair. I mean, I think that is awesome that they don't take our rank if someone were to fall down in points. But obviously, if you're not holding points, you wouldn't make the pool bonuses. But still, it's a hugely generous compensation plan. There's a lot of, we talk about retail rewards, and basically, a lot of people say, well, why does your first $100 go to Plexus? Why do I have to have $100 in sales? $100 goes to Plexus, and that is just how it works. That's how it's always been. We've always had to do it. It actually goes into the pool to pay ambassadors. So really, it's not a lot. Your first $100 goes to Plexus, and then they pay you extremely well after that first 100. So if you qualify with 101 to 499, you're going to make 15% commission on your sales, okay? When you jump to 500, which we all should be because this is a great jump in pay, you get 25% commission, okay? So when you see 500 PV in your back office, the second you see 500 PV or more, you're getting paid 25% on 400. Does that make sense? Because your first 100 goes to Plexus. So you're going to make 25% on $400. You're still making 25% once you hit 500. Okay, so you don't have to get 600 to get the 25%. The moment it says 500, you've earned your 25% commission, and you get paid on $400. Okay, I hope that makes sense. You get paid by people purchasing from your website, but the crazy thing is you get paid on what you buy, which I think is awesome. If I go buy $200 worth of products, guess what? I'm getting paid back in commissions. They pay you commission on your own sales, which I think totally rocks, right? Super fun. Love that they pay us on our own sales. I think that's crazy, but I'll take it. Preferred customers, we talked about that. Preferred customers do have to meet a monthly PV to get the bonus. So I always forget about that sometimes. But it explains this better in your guide. It breaks it down to how they order, what the bonuses are, and I won't go into that because we have a lot of products and product bonuses. But just for an example, if someone goes and buys the triplex as the preferred customer, you are going to get the commissions on the sale, and you're also going to get $20. So every time someone goes and buys a preferred triplex, you've made commissions and an extra $20. for a reward. So that's a preferred bonus reward. So those are really good. And those are on most of our products have those rewards. Excuse me. Now, back to the welcome kit. So if you're sponsoring like crazy and your team is on fire and you guys are, your level 1s, 2s, and 3s are signing ambassadors, that is going to be a really, really nice paycheck, because your first qualified upline, if they buy the $99 welcome pack, you get $25, okay? Your upline gets $12.50. Their upline gets $7.50, and their upline gets $5. So it pays the 4 uplines above you, and you get paid that the following week. So you can basically get a paycheck every Friday if you're sponsoring. A lot of people don't realize the money in that. They say, oh, you know, I'm gonna try to get 1 ambassador this month. No, don't try to get 1 ambassador. Try to get as many ambassadors as you can and try to get them to buy a welcome pack. Girl, your goal should, hey, I'm gonna try to sign 3 ambassadors this week. That's $75 next Friday in your bank. Like, that's legitimate money. If people are struggling financially, if they're like, man, I really need to get this business off the ground, go sponsor someone. Go talk to them about joining your team. I mean, if you sign 3 people in a week and they buy the cheapest welcome pack, that's $75 in your bank that following Friday. That's a lot of money. I know a lot of people that could use $75 a week, right? If they buy the bigger welcome pack, let's say they buy the $199 welcome pack, you're getting $50. You're getting $49.75. Okay, your upline is getting $24.88. Their upline is getting $14.93, and their upline is getting $9.95. Okay, so if you sign 2 ambassadors a week that buy the welcome pack that's $199, that's $100 the following Friday. That's like, you could do that every week and get $400 a month just on the business building bonuses. Some people forget how lucrative these business building bonuses can be. When I first started this business, and I was 100%, when I got back from Leaders Retreat, my first Amelia Island Leaders Retreat, I came back from that Leaders Retreat and was on fire. I signed like 30 or 35 people in a month. That paycheck was banging, right? I mean, they all bought welcome packs. They were all qualifying. I mean, that was like, I was on fire then. That's the motivation. That's what you want to do. You want to go out there and get your 3 people. You want to make sure you're at least going silver every single month, if not more. I mean, if your mind is set to say, you know what, I'm broke, I need money, I got to change my financial situation, then you are going to be out there, you are going to be on Facebook and Instagram, and you're going to be doing meetings and holding opportunity meetings, sip-and-sees. You're going to be getting people to join your team. You're going to be encouraging them, hey, it's $100. Join my team for $35 and then spend $100 on products, get going, and then go sign 3 people, and you can get $75 next Friday. Like, that's the way we make money in this company. It's very, very generous. So I don't want you to forget about those business building bonuses, because signing people, not to mention next month, you're going to get their pay point. And you're adding 5 pay points every time you sign someone, y'all. That's $15 pretty much. And the pay point's a little under $3 right now. But I mean, that's the opportunity to the following month earn $15 on each of those level 1s that you signed the month before. That's a lot of money. If you continuously are out sponsoring and you're really working your business and you're focused, you are going to earn that paycheck. Those paychecks are going to add up, and it's going to push you to go out and do more, because you're going to see the money coming in. So the upline or the BBBs are awesome. I think that a lot of people really don't look at it like, wow, if I sign 3 people, I have $75 next week. Like, that's good. That's awesome. So we talked about rank advancements. We talked about the achievement bonuses. Okay. Plexus pay points. This is where I lose people. So bear with me. I'm going to try to explain this as best I can. We get paid pay points for building a team. Pay points is like profit sharing. Okay. They're worth a value dollar. Plexus promises us that the value of the pay point will never drop below $1.80. And that if everyone in the entire company only got $100 in sales, then it would be $1.80. That'll never happen. So like, I have people that have 10,000 PV every month. And there's tons of other people that do. But the more sales that our company does, the higher the pay point. So we really want to push sales, because when we're selling and building the products and changing people's lives and helping people get healthy, guess what? That raises the pay point. When I started this company, the pay point was nearly $4. $4 a pay point. That was insane. Okay. As our company got larger and grew larger, we had a ton of people coming in, minimum qualifiers. So they're only getting their 100 PV. That pulls the pay point down. Okay. My suggestion to you is to try to always be a Plexus team player and always get a minimum of $200 a month, because that will help you not pull the pay point down. It will be helping rise the pay point. So even if you buy your own 100, let's say you buy your triplex, try to go out and sell at least one triplex. Try to get that extra 100 so you know you're doing your part and raising the pay point every single month. Because we all know we want to make more money, and if the pay point's back at $4, we're going to be super happy, right? So sales raise the pay point. So that's what we want to do. Each ambassador on our first 7 levels, we get pay points on, okay? Your first three. So if I sign A, she signs Jennifer, she signs Cara, that means those are my first 3 levels, okay? I'm getting 5 pay points for all of those people. 5 every single month on all my level 1s, on all my level 2s, and all my level 3s. That is a lot of money. If you're signing people and they're signing people and you're duplicating and they're all going silver, that's virtually super close to $15 for every single person the moment they get 100 PV. That's a huge, huge opportunity. That's a huge paycheck, okay? After your 3rd level, all your level 4s, you're going to get 4 pay points, okay? So, and then 5, you're going to get 3, then 6, 2, 7, 1. So you're getting paid pay points on all of those people 7 levels deep every single month as soon as they qualify with their $100. And that's what we're paid on the 15th of every month. Pay points. Okay. So you want to, obviously, if you're building your upper levels, your first 3 levels, you want a very strong upper level because you get paid the most pay points on those levels. If you have a super, super strong lower level, they're active and working, you're going to have less money. Even though you have a larger team, you're going to make less money because they're on your lower level. Not that there's nothing wrong with that. If you have a team of tons of powerhouse level 5, 6s, and 7s, hey, that's what happens. You're still making money off of them, and you're still training them. You're still, encouraging them, because sometimes a level 2 will quit, right? A level 2 will say, it's not for me, or they'll get busy, or they'll lose belief, and they'll stop qualifying, right? Well, guess what happens? Your level 3 compresses up to your level 2. So if you have someone go inactive and they're not working their business, it's called compression. So that your lower levels compress up to you. Jennifer Cummings is basically, I think, my level 5 technically, but I think, yeah, she's rolled up all the way to my level 2. So now if I had, not really fed and poured into Jennifer thinking, oh, she's only my level 5. I'm not going to train her. I'm not going to spend any time with her because she's only making me a few pay points. I don't really care. If I had done that, I would have shot myself in the foot, because guess what? Now Jennifer's compressed to my level 2. So you never want to do that. You want to make sure you're reaching down all the way down into your levels and training them, teaching duplication, encouraging them, loving on them, because at any moment they could compress all the way up to your level 1. So you definitely want to make sure you're taking care of your team and feeding into all of your levels. Plus, that's just the way we do things. That's our culture on Team Smith. We help everyone. Our culture in Plexus is one Plexus, regardless of your rank, regardless of your spot on my team. I'm going to give you 100% if you're giving me 100%. Okay, I want y'all to be successful no matter what where you are in my chain. Okay, so pay points. That's what we do every time. As soon as if you say I qualified, I'm a qualified ambassador, I got my 100 PV. Guess what? I know I'm going to get my pay points for you. When you look at in your back office and you see, oh my gosh, all 4 of my level 1s got their 100 PV. you know, cha-ching, you just got 5 points for each of those people just because they qualified with their $100. And guess what? If they're your direct level ones and you sign them and they're out sharing these products and getting people to try these products and they have PV, guess what? You're getting 5% of their sales. So you're going to make a 5% override on all of what they sell. So that's an extra pay. That's another way we get paid. So if you have a level one that has 1,000 PV, guess what? You're getting paid 5% of that. It doesn't sound like a lot, but if you have 100 level ones and they're all working the business, that adds up to a lot of money. So don't discount that. That's a great way to make money is your 5% override. We do have, obviously we have a diamond re-entry program, and we only have one right now who's done it, Celeste Gwynn. Basically, when you hit diamond, you have to have, I think it's 6,500 points, and it doesn't say that in here, but I'm pretty sure, oh, here it is, 6,000. So when you hit 6,000 points total, you are allowed to re-enter under yourself. So when I hit diamond, I can add myself as a level one. So I'm going to get paid double on everything because I'm now my new level one. So I get paid my 5% override, I get paid my commissions, and I'm making money. So I'm double dipping and they allow it. How awesome is that, right? So you can re-enter and climb all the way back up to diamond and do it twice. So Celeste Gwynn is not only making 3% emerald pool, 1% sapphire pool, and diamond pool, and all her pay points, she's doing that times 2. She's getting 6%, 2% of the sapphire, and 2% of the diamond pool. That's an incredible, insane, ridiculous amount of money. Jen Hawkins is just about, she is very close to double diamond too. She's going to be our second more than likely. So it can be done. These women are only been in the company 2 or 3 years, and they've re-entered and did it all over again underneath themselves. So it's crazy, but it is doable, and I can't wait for someone on my team to be a double diamond. The Lexus car program. A lot of people ask me about this. When you hit emerald, the moment you hit emerald, if when I hit emerald, I could have went out the next day and bought my Lexus, okay, or got my Lexus. I waited a little while because I really wasn't, Lexus wasn't my love language. I'm a truck person. And so it wasn't like that was something that I really, really wanted. But my team was like, you're getting it, let's go. So it was finally like, I did. And I got to take my team and my leaders and we did a whole video and it was super awesome. It was amazing. But as soon as you hit emerald, they give you a $500 car stipend. So you have to go to the Lexus dealer and you actually have to work out the details. You do have a contract with Plexus and you bring it, and so the Plexus dealer knows that they're the ones that are going to be paying for it. But you do have to negotiate your own deal. You can buy the Lexus or you can lease the Lexus. Most of us lease the Lexus. Typically it's no money down. You go in because we have the contract that says, hey, they're going to be paying this $500. You usually get a really good interest rate as long as your credit's not completely shot. But I know some girls that had horrible credit and they were just really trying to rebuild their credit as an emerald, and they still were able to qualify to get their Lexus because they had the statement from Plexus saying, hey, we're paying the $500. This is guaranteed. So it was really fun. When I went to Lexus, they had the whole red carpet. They had a huge bow. They had my name on everything and had its own huge glass room with my car in it. And it was really, really an exciting time. When you qualify for the car, they ship you this really cool Lexus box, and it has sunshades and a license plate and those little blingy stuff for the back. It's really amazing. It's a huge blessing, the fact that they give us a car stipend. Hang on. Sorry, real life. They give you all the stuff for the Lexus, so it's really fun. However, I'm going to let you know, if you do not qualify as an emerald for 3 consecutive months, if you lose the 1,500 pay points, for 3 consecutive months, they stop giving you that $500 stipend. So for me, I advise my girls and senior rubies and my emeralds, make sure that you are a solid emerald, that you have the numbers, and that you feel confident with where you are pay point wise, because if you fall back for 3 consecutive months, then they pull that stipend away and they don't give it to you. So you have to be a qualifying Emerald. If you lose it for a month, no big deal. If you lose it for 2 months, no problem. They're going to keep paying it. But if you lose it for 3 consecutive months, they do take the car stipend away, and you're now responsible for your Lexus payment. So I just always like to tell people that, and let people know ahead of time that that's the case. I think that, it's still a huge blessing that they do it. And typically when you're on enough momentum to get to Emerald, you're zooming right past it and you're going to hold steady and you're going to continue to gain those points. So it's really a non-issue. But I just like to tell y'all anyway. So are y'all, compression I talked about a little bit. Levels, you guys get that? Level 1, level 2, by sign. Diana, then Misty, then Crystal, 1, 2, 3. They're levels. Okay, we get paid 7 levels deep. Mock points. You're going to hear mock points typically when you're a gold. So if A just signed and she is trying to fast start to gold, she obviously isn't going to have points in her first month, because we know we don't get pay points unless they have 100 PV above their welcome pack. But if A signs 30 or 20 people onto her team and they all buy welcome packs and they all have their AQ set, Plexus gives us mock points. So they pretend that they have that 5 points to give her the points enough to go gold. They're mock points. But because they bought welcome packs, they're going to allow her to fast start to gold. So even though she technically doesn't have the points in her first month, as long as she has 20 qualified ambassadors, she will still get double her rank advancement bonuses, and she will be gold. So mock points is something that you're achieving if they buy the welcome pack. They don't necessarily have to have the points, but you do have to have the backup order in place and the welcome pack. Pay ranks, same as Emerald. If, let's say, Jennifer goes gold and she's trucking along, she's working hard for senior gold, and then she stops working her business and her team starts falling apart. If she doesn't rank, if she doesn't hold the points for gold, she doesn't lose rank, but she loses the pay. She's not making the pay points enough to have the same paycheck. So her paycheck is going to go down even though she's technically still gold. That makes sense? So you get paid on your points. So you always want to make sure you're taking care of your ambassadors, making sure they're qualifying every month with their 100 PV, and keeping them focused and encouraged in activity. Because the moment you have an ambassador that gets out of activity, they will turn off. They will not qualify. They will not be working the business. It is so easy in this business of network marketing for people to give up. They hit a bump and they don't see something as quickly as they thought, and so they quit and they give up and they blame the products, or they blame the compensation plan, or they blame the company. And it has nothing to do with the products. It has nothing to do with the compensation plan. It has nothing to do with the company. It has to do with them. Okay? There is the only way that you are not successful in this business is if you quit. Because if you're working and if you're trying and you're giving it 100% and you're out doing the tasks that we're asking you to do, if you're following the training guide, if you're looking at the success kit and you're doing everything that's asked, you're sharing the products, you're going to be successful. You might not race to diamond in 6 months like Celeste Gwen did, but it might take you 3 years. But if it took you 3 years, would making $30,000 to $40,000 a month be worth it? Hell yeah, right? I don't care if it takes me 5 years. I can tell you right now that if I had stayed at my job, I was a huck on labor and delivery, and I made good money. I loved it. Huck is basically a unit secretary for labor and delivery. Did all the paperwork, did all the administration for the labor and delivery unit. In 5 years, I would not be making $30,000 or $40,000 a month. Nowhere near it. So even if you stay at your current job right now and work your tail off, in 5 years, you will not be making the money that you would be making as a diamond ambassador. So if it takes you a couple years, trust me, it'll be worth it to you. So don't get stuck on the time frame. If you get, if you're in the business for a year and you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't made Emerald yet, I'm never going to do it. No, you are going to do it. You're just not going to do it as fast as maybe someone else, okay? But that doesn't mean you're not going to do it. The only reason, the only way, that you're not going to be successful is if you quit. So I'm asking you to hang in there. If this is something that you want, if this is something that you've said, you know what, I want to do this. I'm going to stick with this. I'm going to be 100%. I'm going to get my 100 PV. I'm going to share these products. I'm going to share this opportunity. And if it takes me 5 years, it takes me 5 years. Please be committed to that. Don't give up because you don't have a huge success overnight. I promise you, if you do what's asked and if you do the daily activity, you will be successful and you will be rewarded so well for it. Just think about the long term. This opportunity gives you an amazing, amazing chance at having real financial stability and real financial freedom. And, just think about where you would be at your regular job, or if you hadn't joined Plexus, and would you have that same availability? And the answer is no, more than likely not, So stick with it. No giving up. We talked about primary leg. We talked about qualifying. Let's see. Rank decrease, upline. I think we covered pretty much everything. The 60-day money-back guarantee, that is basically to ambassadors. You don't have a 60-day. We have a 2-day. It's a little bit different. When you have someone that returns the product, let's see. I'm trying to read it here so I tell you it right. No, I'm not saying that. Okay, so sometimes you'll lose the PV. Like if someone, your following month, you'll say, oh my gosh, I thought I had 700 PV and it looks like you have 500 PV. That's because you had a return. You had a return product. So depending on the day of the month of when they return, it might reflect in your PV. So that's another reason why you want to make sure you check by the end of the month to make sure you have your 100 PV. I can remember a gal, this was in the beginning of my journey, and she just got 100 PV, and she had a return on like the last few days of the month, so she wasn't qualified. So she didn't end up getting her PV, so she wasn't going to get her paycheck because she technically wasn't qualified with her 100 PV. So you want to make sure that you're always checking and make sure you have enough PV to cover if someone may return something or you have something happen with a customer. Plexus was completely generous and wonderful and paid her anyways because she wasn't aware that she had the return. And that's how Plexus is. They're very generous and they understand things happen. But always check your PV. Always make sure you're checking in with your customers. I have been doing this for 3 years, a little bit close to 3 years, and I have had one person try to return a product. She tried to return the Slim and Accelerator because she didn't listen to me in the beginning and buy the BioCleanse and the ProBio. And I explained to her, you really, really need it. And so she used the Accelerator and the Slim for the 1 month, and she didn't lose the 30 pounds that she wanted in 30 days. So she wanted to return the product. Well, I talked her out of it. I told her, please, if you would have listened to me in the beginning and you didn't, listen to me now, please, and start the ProBio and BioCleanse. She did not return the product. She started the BioCleanse and the ProBio, and now she's down 45 pounds. She's still a customer of mine. She loves the products. And if I had just not said anything to her, if I just let her return, I was like, oh, well, I guess I got to return. She wouldn't have lost 45 pounds and she wouldn't still be my customer. So you want to make sure you're taking care of your customers, checking on them, making sure they're happy, because you want them to continuously buy from you. You want to have those paychecks. Let's be real. We are in this because obviously we love people. You wouldn't be in network marketing if you didn't love people, because people are what we do. Relationships is what we do every day. But we love helping people. We love our products, but we also love this opportunity. We also like the check. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in wanting to do this because you want to make money. There's no shame in this because you want time freedom with your family. Trust me, all the Jules love their paycheck. We're all going to be the first ones that say, hallelujah, thank you, Plexus, for my money. And it's not that we're selfish. It's not that we're greedy. It's that we are so blessed by an opportunity that gives us the freedom to have that kind of money, to be able to do the things that we like. And I'll tell you that the jewels in this company, for the most part, are very, very generous. A lot of our top earners give so much back into their communities and into their church families. It's extremely humbling to see. I think Alec is, if you've ever met Alec, and if you haven't, you will at one of the opportunity meetings or a convention, he's a giver. He would give everything away. He's the softie. He's the soft-hearted one. And he says, if you're blessed in life, be a blessing. And I totally agree with that. And I feel like by sharing this opportunity, I'm being a blessing. I'm paying it forward because someone gave it to me. Someone shared this opportunity with me and allowed me to gain the financial freedom that I have today, where I'm able to support a family of 7 on one income. And I'm able to take care of my grandson, and I'm able to help my daughter out, and I'm able to take care of my husband and his medical needs because someone paid it forward to me. So I always share this opportunity. I'm never apologetic for it. I'm not shy with it. I'm bold with it because I feel like I'm paying it forward, and I might just help change a life. I might be the avenue that says, hey, a year ago, I didn't think I needed this opportunity, and now I'm able to do so-and-so or whatever it is. So you have to look at it that way. If you can keep that attitude in this journey, you will do so much better. If you can look at it like the gift that it is and the blessing, it'll never be work for you. When you get up, it's not going to be like, oh, I have to post about Plexus. I have to do this. I have to check with these annoying customers. It'll never be like that. It'll always be, oh, I can't wait to talk to my customers. I can't wait to get on this team call. I just love it. I can't wait to convention. It becomes a lifestyle. I really honestly can't even remember life before Plexus because it's totally changed everything about what I do. I wake up in the morning and I eat, sleep, and breathe Plexus in some way. My family loves the products. We're blessed by the opportunity. So, we got to go to Colorado to see my parents for Christmas, and we would have never been able to do that. I flew all of my kids, my husband, my grandson, everyone out to Colorado for 10 days to be with my parents and my little sister. And that's something that I would have never been able to do before. So I constantly think about Plexus. Because of that, because of Plexus, I was able to do that and spend that quality time with my family. So that's what I mean by you're always eat, sleep, and breathe Plexus. It's not that you're working. It's just that you're grateful. You're thankful. You're like, man, I want to tell that lady over there about Plexus because I see that she's struggling. Or I see that, I can tell that family in my church is struggling, and gosh, I want to share Plexus with them so bad. You're going to go do it because you're going to be so moved by this opportunity and so blessed by it, you're going to want to bless others. So be unapologetic. Be excited about the income potential that you guys have, even though you guys are new, even though you may just be an associate right now, maybe you just turned silver. Think about 1 year from now. Think about where you're going to be sitting in a year. If you go 100% all in, sold out, no stopping you, imagine where you'll be in 12 months. It's crazy, right? The potential, the opportunity that we all have in Plexus is crazy. So grab it with both hands and go all in. You will be radically, radically blessed. And I'm telling you, it'll be an awesome ride. I'm going to unmute y'all because I'm sure somebody has a question about all that. Okay. If y'all have questions, shoot.
I was just wondering, with the mock points, is that just for newbies like that have just turned silver, or people who are just getting ready to turn silver and be fast track, or is it for someone like me as well who's waiting to go?
Hold on 1 second, Misty. I'm gonna see if I can can you just unmute yourself, Misty? There's so much background noise. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so is the mock points that you were talking about, is that for somebody who's just going silver and fast tracking to gold, or is it for, like, for myself, I'm waiting to go gold, so if I get levels 1, 2, and 3 that have just...
No, it's just for new people. It's just for new people trying to go, yeah, just for new people. That's a good question. Yeah, just for new people.
Okay.
Anybody else? No questions at all? You'll have some later.
I'm waiting for my welcome kit so I can really get the ball rolling.
Yes,
Forever to get here.
Yeah, in 3 years we have never had anything like this. So this is so cool for us because those of us that have been in the company for a while, we've been praying and begging corporate for something like this new success kit. So it's brand new and we're just loving it. It's giving you guys so much information, and
it gives you the product information.
Yes.
So I could
it's going to give you product information. It's going to give you like what to do now. It's going to give you phone numbers and email addresses that you need for corporate. It takes a lot off of us as leaders, to be honest. And it's going to give you everything at your fingertips. So really the whole idea is that if you sign up and you get that success kit, that you could be totally 100% successful without any of us. Not that that's what we want you to do, but if for some reason you split from your upline, something happened, they quit, you couldn't find anybody else in Plexus, they basically want to equip you to be able to take that box and be 100% successful with the business if that's all you had. So it's a really great tool. Obviously, I don't want you to go off and be by yourself. I want you to train you and give you support. But I love the fact that our company is equipping us and helping us equip new people, that they have it like at their fingertips. So they don't have to go to the computer and look up a file. It's literally right there. They can look at it and take it in their purse and, go to a meeting with it or go to their friend's house and say, hey, here, look at this. So it's great. I absolutely am so thankful for the success guide.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
I think they must have forgotten something in mind because I didn't get that learn to earn thing. I didn't get that.
In your success kit?
No.
Oh gosh. Okay. Will you message me that? Cause I'll get you one. I'm going to email my liaison and make sure you have one. It was funny because when we went to Jules training in Atlanta, there's a card in the box, and that when you open it, it's Tarl talking. They paid a lot of money for that. Okay. Those are not cheap, right? Yeah. Well, there was a whole bunch of Louisiana people, like the Louisiana Jules, that were like, we don't have that. What are you talking about? We're like, what? They had the card, but there was no voice to it. And they were like, oh my gosh, because they had paid so much money for that. So they had to go back and call the distributors and fix that, because that's, so I don't know. It's the reason why they are on back order already is because they weren't even going to be launched this early, that we had to fly. Plexus flew from China. They flew I don't know how many success kits, but it was like $100,000 just to fly the order over here. So it was hugely expensive. So they decided to ship them on the boat now, and the boat got stuck in customs. So because it came from overseas. So that's what the holdup is on the new success kits, because that's where they're from. The boxes are created overseas, and then all the other stuff is here. So we can't pack them until we get the actual box. So it's kind of just a pain in the butt. But once they get here, it's going to be great, because then they'll send them out to all the people who didn't get them. And then they'll have them in the back office where people who are been in the business for a while can go in and buy one. So you don't worry if you're a veteran, you're still going to be able to buy a success kit. You just have to order it in your back office.
Kelly, is the